All right, guys, welcome back. Camera looks a little cloudy, but here we are. We got a Facebook Marketplace find. Nice old Craftsman. It works, starts up and everything. Not 100% if it works real good. You know, I guess it could have a burnout ring or something. I guess everybody's catching wise to, you know, it's good to grow some food. But we're gonna till up. The neighbor right there, you hear with the tractor, he came over and actually broke some ground for me so we can do our beans, corn, all that good stuff. Good little spot. Just got done planting. I got, what do we got? Broccoli, I got tomatoes, lettuce, a cantaloupe. There's strawberries, I gotta plant them. I gotta build a little area for them. What we got? We got cucumbers, a few different cherry tomatoes, another broccoli, okra, because the wife likes okra. The side is zucchini, that side is crookneck squash. Got my potatoes, 2 different kinds, and my carrots, which I should check, make sure there's no sprouts. I think these said they take 10 to 20 days here. I just have this board on here to keep it moist up underneath and for the birds to not eat it, but there's no sprouts yet, so. It's only been 5 or 6 days maybe, so it's getting a start. I got these little skewer sticks at a dollar store, like wood skewers, just to help start it. This one, I'm growing mushrooms out of here. Man, I watered the crap out of this. It's still dry under there. I'm gonna have to water some more. The water just goes right through this stuff. Black cow, which apparently, I think I grew a lot of psychedelic mushrooms. I have no idea if those are or not, but apparently that's where they come from, the cow, which, man, I gotta, yeah, see, it's dry way down. Like, I watered this thing for like 10 minutes. Sheesh. That's the problem with this topsoil. It drains like crazy. Yeah, holy crap, I just got done. Like, I literally was letting this run in here forever. All right, well, I'll come back. See, there's about 6 inches of topsoil and a bunch of logs and sticks under there. I guess it just filtered straight down through. But I just did initial watering because I just planted them a few minutes ago. Those are my 2 raised beds. Cucumbers are gonna grow up and over. Tomatoes grow up and over. Same thing with the cherries and the grapes. They're all indeterminate, so they'll grow as, you know, as long as you let them. I'll end up trimming them a little bit. Cantaloupe, I'm gonna try it there. I'm gonna try to grow it up and on there. And then when it starts to grow to cantaloupe, maybe I'll just set like a brawl, you know, like a piece of cloth or something, a netting, just to hold it. Because it'd be nice to have a fruit tunnel here. You can walk through and pick your stuff. But on today's video, I'm gonna start messing with this. What I gotta do is I gotta get my hard rake, gravel rake. It's like a hard rake, not like a flimsy rake. And I'm gonna rake all the clods, get all the dirt. I started to do a little bit, which I'm gonna get all the dirt clods. I'm just gonna chuck them in the compost bin that you guys watch me build. But what I'll do is I'll get the clods like this, you know, make sure we get the dirt and crap we can get off of it, and then throw it in there. Which, I mean, the dirt ain't going nowhere, we're gonna reuse it. But I'm gonna walk over the area. It happened last night, pretty late last night. He showed up after I got off work and everything, and he just ran through here a little bit. I'll probably, when I till it, you know, square it out more. I'll plant corn all the way up to the end, and then I'll plant some pumpkins and watermelons that can grow out, you know, so they're not in the middle of the field. I'm gonna plant them on the outside edges where they can grow out of the area. Over on the other side of the chicken house, there's a post. I need to put another one in and run a piece of fence so I can grow my loofah sponges. I'm gonna try to grow some loofahs, and then I have plum granny melons. I don't know if you eat them or whatnot. They look kind of cool, so I bought some seeds for a couple bucks, and they sprouted. So we're gonna put them over there. Little bottle goat. He does not leave me alone. They get pretty clingy once you're going on. But yeah, see, here's I got a pile right there. It took me forever to find my my hard rake, gravel rake, because I need to build a tool shed. Well, right now this is more priority for me to get this stuff going. Yeah, I'll just kind of clod through it, and then see I can kind of get these out, and I'll rake them along, knocking all the clods and stuff loose, finding all these little pebbles and chunks I'll make a pile for them somewhere, probably a bucket. But that's my main thing. Just kind of go through this area and do that for, oh boy, it's gonna be a couple hours, I think. Once we start getting set and things, you know, built and structures in place, it'll slowly be easier. Like raised beds are gonna work their way up more. This is kind of more for corn. I got 2 different kinds of corn. I got one corn that only grows 4 foot tall. So that's pretty neat. That'll maybe help with the wind so it doesn't blow it over. Depends on how much rain we get, if it ruins the corn or not. Too much rain or not enough, back and forth. So I'll probably do 1 or 2 rows of corn. I got a lot of beans, different kind of beans, purple whole peas, beans. So we'll do a couple rows of them. Maybe out front, I can do the row of pumpkins where I can grow them forward. I don't know if I want to put landscape fabric down and wood chips and I can grow them onto it. I think that may be a good thing, because then they won't be sitting in the grass, and then I won't have to try to mow weeds, stuff like that. That's the little chicks. Hopefully soon we'll be adding some more. But yeah, this is the plan, just slowly going. I almost got the whole area tilled, but man, it's a lot of work, especially when you work full time, for now apparently. And then, yeah, that's the plan. I'll get skipping through here. I'll come back. I mentioned to test the mower out, check the oil, check the gas. You know, the guy started up, he ran the tiller. It's got power. The tines run backward, the tires go forward, so it'll till down. I think it goes about 6 inches, 6 1/8. I don't know why it says 1/8, because that's like in dirt. That's like nothing. That's like a pebble. But the tiller on the tractor, it only went down, you know, yay much, just enough to tear up the grass clods and to unsettle any rocks that were kind of right up at the surface, which there wasn't many. There's just a few, which I'm pretty happy. That's why I kind of went up this way more, to go up the hill more, because they would have filled in more topsoil here. The further down, it's just going to be a lot harder on rock. So let me get doing this. I'll put the earbuds in, or I probably should have got the radio. Earbuds are kind of annoying for me. They fall out of my ears. But yeah, let me guys know. You know, you had a tiller. Did you try to get a tiller? You know, is it worth having one? Because you know, how often do you actually going to use it? I mean, technically, I could use it to break ground a little bit in areas I want to dig and things like that, knock up topsoil. But you know, how practical is it? Or is it better just go rent one? I guess you can rent one. Catch you guys in a bit. All right, I got not much done. I ran the tiller back and forth a couple times, about maybe a quarter of it, and I've been getting all the clods out. Just a little bit of grass there, but some more clods. Rocks, they're like, you know, small rocks. But the good thing is, well, bad thing is, good thing is, compost bin's getting full of the clods. I guess I'll have to even it out and try to put some leaves and straw in there, but this is a decent amount for let's see if we can get a view. I kind of made it over to here, just going back and forth, tilled back and forth, hit some stuff that kicked the mower up into your hand. That doesn't feel real good. Oh, it's like a broken piece of plastic thing. That can be switched out with a Predator motor, so I'm not 100% worried about the motor. And then I could probably find some decent tines. The tines ain't bad. Which I got distracted, sorry. The tines aren't too bad on it. You know, a little bit of nick on there, a little wobbly, but hey, just take that screw out and slide it off. So I might look on eBay, see if I can find me just another cheap set for just have a backup, you know. This backup set would be good. And I'm running, it goes by notches, and then the notches tell you the inches, the depth. I was trying to go all the way down, but then I decided just to go halfway down and go back and forth and slowly work down. And then I'll probably just come here, run a till all the way across and kind of make a mound and move over about the space of it and till and make a mound, so I have like little mounds in between where water can sit and I can walk, and then that would work. It's probably a pretty big area for what I need, but I don't know. And then I have to try to straighten this out because it's kind of on an angle, which is kind of sort of annoying me a little bit. But yeah, I got all that. Up in there and there's like a dip where water's gonna sit, so I'll probably plant some watermelons on this side of it where they can run out, and over there on that side where they can run out or up. And then a bunch of corn, beans. I'll have to figure out the layout. But it's coming out. It's just a lot of work, a lot of hand work, you know. The pitchfork works pretty good. I kind of use it as a rake because the tines are wider. Using the regular rake, it kind of brings a lot of the dirt. So the pitchfork is definitely handy. So, and the rake will be handy too when I'll start raking the dirt from the center over, making mounds. This dirt's not very deep either. I'm hitting some hard spots, but we'll build this area up eventually too. I don't know if I want to border it in with a border. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's do what you can do and slowly work on it. Like, any of you guys want about 150 tires, let me know. You can have all them tires. Good tires, bad tires, blown up tires, just whatever. They're all different sizes. But good news on the chestnut trees. I think all 3 that I got are starting to sprout leaves. So I think all 3 are alive. So there'll be one there, across from it, and then over here. I don't know. I think they're Japanese chestnut. I don't know if they're like a midget and they don't get real big. I don't know if they get big. I guess we'll find out, right? And then it's overcast day, but it's muggy as hell. It's supposed to rain, but let me get back to raking, tilling, and we'll come back. It may have to be a part 2 because I've been at it for an hour or 2. Hour? I don't know. Just listening to the radio and going on. Alright, if I give you a little update, I'm not going to keep tilling super hard because the ground's fairly hard down a bit. So I started to do hills. I got one right there all the way across. Pretty hard bottom right there. I mean, I guess I could keep tilling it and blending it up, but it'll take me forever to do that. So now I'm starting on to the next row. I'm leaving about, width of the rake in here, and then bringing a little bit from this side. I already brought some from that side. I already threw some fertilizer down, trying to get as much grass out as possible, but it's not working super duper. Just kind of going around picking up the clods, throwing them out, going all along here. I went along this way, like I said, about rake width. I'm just kind of mounting the dirt from this side. That ground's pretty hard right there. So I forgot I don't have my mic on. The mic's up here. But yeah, I'm just raking what I can from this side. Like I went halfway, and then halfway, and then halfway, and I'll go halfway each way, and I'll make a row. Roughly the width of the rake. Got a little worm right here. Bring him over. Cover him back up. He's like, what the hell happened? Oh, there's another worm. Hey. It might have been one worm and we made him 2 worms, so. But yeah, that's just how it's gonna go. It's taking a while. Here's a little poll for the guys. If you're out here working, and if you're married to your girlfriend, and you're out here working, do they come out and give you a drink or sandwich or anything, or they stay in air conditioning? Let me know. But yeah, 2 rows. So estimated, I should be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 fairly long rows. I want to say, I don't even know, at least 30 foot long, maybe even 40. So that's going to be a good bit. And then once I get the rows all done, then I got to figure out what I want to do. But I decided to do the mound, one, because the ground's pretty hard. I'm running them a long ways because it's going downhill this way, so water will be more likely to pull up in the center. Oh, we might not even get any weeds if that's like a sandstone or, yeah, about sandstone or red clay or something. It's fairly hard. I figure I could keep skimming it and chunking it up, but you can see the little white dots and stuff in there. I threw triple 13 fertilizer out, just kind of blend it up, help a little bit. And then once the plants sprout up a little bit, I'll take some of that black cow and I'll drop along on top, which I guess it's growing some psychedelic mushrooms, I don't know. So hopefully not. It's gonna be a lot of freaking work. I tilled this several times. I probably gotta go back over it a little more. I've kind of raked through it a little, and then I forgot, so I ran back and spread some fertilizer out so I can till it up in there and get it down in. Because I imagine it's not super fertile over here. I did it, if you've seen any of my videos a while back, I did a chicken tractor. It used to move back and forth through here, 2 of them up and down this hill. But yeah, they weren't there super long, maybe half a year or so. Anyway, let me get back to it. First breakdown of the rototiller. Not a breakdown, but a broke part. Let me show you. It's kind of a odd piece. Now there's a pin that goes through here to hold the tire on, and it broke. I tried to redneck engineer it with a bolt, and then it broke. So then I tried to further redneck engineer it with like a 10-penny nail. It worked, then broke. So then I went to the store. I found this box for 10 bucks. And it's got much tractor pins. But then we'll just try to find one that is gonna fit. I think this one will fit, but I need to wiggle her around a little bit. Or is it not gonna? I mean, I feel like it's in there a little bit. Okay. All right. So maybe for the price of a new one of these pins, which is like aluminum, probably that hasn't broke yet. But for the price of one of those pins and then a hardened bolt that size, it was more money than this. Just the strange things, but there we go. Almost got 2 rows. Hitting some rocks right here. I need to rake some more onto this one. Till through here a little. I've been tilling through here, going through raking it, you know, clumping it up. This one's not too bad. Ground's fairly hard right here, but it's getting late. When you do this by yourself, it's not easy. There's 2 people would be pretty handy, but everybody don't like this part. They want to do the eating part. They don't want to do the hard work part. So yeah, this is gonna be a day or 2 of this. I gotta rake through this a little bit. It's pretty nice. I got it pretty loosened up. Some rocks, not bad power rocks, but man, when you hit a rock, it like smacks the shit out of your hand with that thing. It's like bam. So try to like hold it. You don't want to stick my thumbs in nothing because it slams up real hard. So try to hold it. You know, I'm not gonna break my finger. Yeah, let's I'll show a compost bin check. And this row is good, at least 35 feet long. So probably gonna plant the beans in the front, just in case I have to make a trellis for it. But yeah, that's probably about a quarter full. There's a good chunk of stuff in there. And then once it rains and some of the dirt washes, and I can scoop it around a little bit, add some more leaves and more goat poo and stuff. Well, yeah, it's nice when you can start seeing your results. And I may have went overboard. I probably could have went half of this, but my preparedness brain and stuff is like, you know, if gas gets short, diesel gets short, food is gonna get short. So I want to plant some. And if not, you know, I'm gonna can it, and then I'll have it for more. Plus, I'll give it to some people. Maybe we're gonna, you know, trade and stuff like that for whatever. But I figure, yeah, like I said, I probably should about get 9 rows, maybe. I can even go up more than 10, maybe even number. I do have, like I think I said before, I got a corn that gets 4 foot tall, which is pretty neat because it does get kind of windy here. And then if I got time and space, we're gonna plant some mammoth sunflowers. I think that'd be pretty neat. Oh, let me get back to work, and after a bit, I'm gonna take a shower and play me some Arc Raiders a bit, and go to sleep and start this in the morning. And then Easter stuff Saturday, and then probably back to this Sunday. I figure if I get up a few rows, right now if I plant this row, I water it, then I'm gonna be standing in mucky stuff. But if I get this row done and start the next one, I'll be in this row and that row. It won't matter. So once I get it done, it'll be able to be planted. And then once I keep jumping up, rows can be planted as I go. So that's my thinking. I don't want to walk in the mud or whatnot. And then, you know, there's a couple dips here and there, and the water should be wanting to go this direction. Or soak down through the sandstone, you know, probably that. And it's not really supposed to rain for like a freaking week. It was supposed to be all kinds of storms and rainy. And I've just been getting a little bit of pissed on now and then, a few tiny little drops, and that's it. I think it's time to make some more rain barrels and stuff. Future video. Gotta find IBC totes when we get back to work. Well guys, 7 or 8 hours out here. Whew, we ain't done. But we got 4 rows going on. Well, 3 in betweens, but there's 4 because there's 1 here, 2, 3, and there's the 4th. And the other side I'll have to till some more and then pull the dirt that way. I've been going through the center, half center, pull the dirt, half center, pull the dirt. So it's going along, a little crooked at the end there, but whew, yeah, it's a lot of raking back and forth, pulling out the clods. I mean, we got a pile of clods in there. So we're about half, I would say about half. Morning time I might start plant maybe the beans in the front row, because I may have to trellis them. Or if they throw shade. Throw shade. Maybe the first 2 rows will be the beans, I'm not sure. I got a bunch of freaking beans. It was like $2 for like a brown paper bag that's pretty big, so I'm guessing there's a couple hundred beans. So I spread it, you know, triple 10 a little bit on there. I'll probably sprinkle just a hair down each row. And man, I still got tons of clods to bust. Mower, I ran it back and forth quite a few times. That tractor pin didn't break. I imagine it could pop and fall off, possible. We'll see. It's holding up, so. I already started looking on eBay a little bit, see if I can find like extra tines and stuff just to have some spare parts. Well, like I said, you're not gonna use it a whole lot. Well, I use it a good bit. I've been back and forth here a lot. Just trying to bust up all these clods of things. I really needed to disc this, get it disced up pretty good, and then tilled with a tiller on the tractor. Now, if I was Amish, we'd be done because there'd be like 15 of us, but it's just me, even though I look Amish. But yeah, I'm pretty beat. I guess I'll sleep well tonight. I'm also probably burnt too. Usually get more burnt when it's cloudy out. I guess the sun amplifies through the clouds. But yeah, I gotta get everything cleaned up, put the tiller in a little shed thing there, keep it out of the elements-ish. I'm pretty happy. We got my other garden. I might have showed you guys earlier, I can't remember. It's been quite a few hours. But I think I started over here anyway in the video, but yeah. It's looking good. I mean, I'm gonna water it again before tonight so I can get this thing real watered in. Problem is, I'm seeing a bunch of little black ants in here, which is kind of annoying me. Because I think they're trapped around in this area, because I did spread that stuff all over. And I'm not getting any ant mounds, but I think they might be in like the logs in there and whatnot. So I sprayed some flying barn spray just on the edge, around the edge. Got some of the dirt coming out of the, I think it's just me dumping it over maybe. Or it's coming around the edge a little bit, around the corner. Possible. Soon we'll have tomatoes growing up over and all kinds of stuff. Zucchini, hopefully taters, carrots. Well, yeah, that's my big old project. It's not huge, but it also is huge to some people. Some people will just do a little tiny bit. I should have probably done half, but I always overkill it. So it's time for me to hit the hay. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Maybe when I get all the rows done and everything. Because I'm tired, so catch you later.